All right, all right, all right. Good morning, it's Thursday, and it is the 23rd day in the month of October 2025. Yes, it is. Once again, you're out there, you are breathing in and out, you are walking to and fro, you are seeing the rays of the sun very bright and very crystal. You are able to put something in your mouth. What do you have to say, or what has happened? What has happened is that something marvelous, something miraculous happened. That is why you are able to do all this. And what do you have to say? You have to say, thank you, my Creator, thank you, my God. Now, good morning once again. This is your host, Franklin Cadwell. This is your program, our agenda, and this is the show that talks truth to power. Here we don't banter. Here we don't dilute what social issues or political issues we discuss over here or analyze over here. We say it as it is because we don't fear anyone, because no one is above the law. Now this morning, I would want you to call a friend, invite everyone, tell everyone that this morning, Thursday, the show is on, live on Off TV, live on Facebook now, very active on Off TV GH on YouTube. So follow us as well on YouTube. Share, follow, and share. And send your comment on Facebook as well. We'll be kind enough to read your comment to the entire world to hear. Good morning to you again, Alaji Rootsman in Libya, who is always watching. And good morning to you, Alaji Babangida at Abeka area. Now, today we have so many things that I want to talk about, but I want to take a break. And when I am back and I give you that power that will energize you on your duties today, I'll tell you something. The LGBTQ, that bill has found its way back to Parliament. You see how Ghanaians, we misappropriate ourselves, we misapplicate our funds, the little funds that we have, all right? And we even go external, all right, to IMF, World Bank for monies just to help develop our country. Yes, so we keep wasting money. Remember, this bill was passed. Somebody should just sit down in the office of the presidency and assent it. Became a problem for so many, 2-3 years. Now that bill has found its way back to Parliament. I'll tell you what the law says about a bill when it is passed and when it is approved by Parliament, and when it is not assented to by that particular government, and a new government comes, what has to happen to that bill again? That bill, something has to happen to the bill again. And why Afenyo King has been shouting over the roof when he was there when the bill was passed. He didn't force his master, his boss, the president, Akufo-Addo, to assent to the bill. Now he's all over the roof shouting. What are we doing to ourselves? What are we actually doing to ourselves? If it is 4 legs, bad. If it is 4 legs, good. If it is 2 legs, bad. Or if it is 2 legs, good. If it is 4 legs, bad. Let us not practice what George Owen wrote in the animal farm. Actually, we are not animals. We are human beings. We are rational human beings. I'm going to take a breather. When we are back, we set the ball rolling. I am Franklin Cadwell. Stay tuned. All right, so welcome back to the program. Please tell friends we are here. Today is Thursday, and the last day for this program in this week. All right, because tomorrow, Friday, we are going to pray here at Refiner Chapel International, led and founded and led by Apostle Paul Kofi Odro. Apostle General, I call you wherever you are this morning. May the good Lord protect and guard you, and also guide you for us, guard you and guide you for us, because we need you. And we pray that transactions you are going to do succeed, and you come back to see us here, your children here waiting for you. And today, what I have for you is very short, very brief, very short. I know you might have taken, or you may have taken your tea, your bread, and your fried egg. But this one is not for your stomach, it is for your head, your brain, and your heart. And this one says that success takes time. So don't lose hope. Very simple. It is on your screen. Success takes time or takes time. Do not lose what? Hope. I want to say, I can for ekas and be say, nyame ofani boa on tuning tem. On Tony Bontem, meaning O Bompa Chenya Coupon so ye bibi mawa crack nona once a boom wayama. Before you realize it, you have realized your what your target and your what your aims and your goals. But what do I want to tell you this morning? Now, when you want to succeed, or if you want to succeed, it doesn't take a day, it doesn't take a minute. It doesn't take an hour. Neither does it take 1 year or 2 years. Success, all right, happens when you are consistent and you are focused. Now, let me tell you something. If you are climbing a staircase, listen to me very well. Let me begin from our staircase, our homes. If you have a story building in your house, maybe 1 story or 2 stories. If you are climbing a staircase to the highest, to the apex, or maybe to the 2nd floor, it begins from one step. And that very step is on the ground. Yes. That very step that you put one of your feet on, okay, your foot on, it's on the ground. It is at the basement of your story building. So you take 1 step, you take another, left to come, right to come, left to come, right to come. And whilst you continue to climb consistently without giving up. Success is that you are going to climb to that highest story building. All right? You did not just climb, or you did not float in the air to that apex or to that level. No, it took you taking your time, climbing step by step. Even if it is a story building with ultra modern equipment like elevators, the elevator will take you from story 1, story 2, story 3, and when you are coming down, it takes you from there down. So I am just telling you that success takes time. You have to build success around yourself. You have to improve yourself on what you are doing, or you improve in what you have been doing. You have to make sure that you are focused on what you are doing, because if you are doing something today and you leave it, right, to doing a different thing, the one that you were doing and you left it is there waiting for you to continue. So until you proceed and work harder towards what you want to achieve, you are not going to succeed. So I can for some baby say, baby, in here or tumfono, a hona obo, always. Or tumfo is blacksmith, right? Yes, blacksmith. Baby, in here no, a hono di hammer, ebo. Send a hono ebetini amano. So I'm just saying that if you want to succeed, it takes time, step by step, and bingo, you are there. Don't rush. Do not let anyone lure you into thinking that, oh, you can succeed today. It is never like that. It never happens like that. Are you okay? Even Jesus Christ, right? When he was very young, we saw him, the last time we saw him 12 years was when he was in the church with some leaders of the church, asking questions, okay, and also answering to questions, right? Now, after 12 years, we never heard of him until he was 31, right? So we say, Bible says he preached for only 3 years, and he was crucified. So he went to work harder, knowing much, even though he was desperate. Right? He wanted to learn harder. So after 12 years, we didn't hear from him. 13 or 14 or 15 or 20, 25 years or 28 years or but he was there doing his own things. Right? Until the time was appropriate for him to come out again. There he came to succeed, spread the word, and then go back. So I'm just telling you that take your time. Just work harder. Be focused. Don't derail from your target or your aims. Don't move away from your thoughts. And you are going to what? Make it one day. And never give hope. Or never be dismayed. Or what? Lose what? Hope or be despaired. All right? Just proceed and everything is going to be what? Well, it's going to be fine with you. Just keep praying and everything is going to be, whilst you're also praying, you're working hard. Don't go and say, I'm praying, so everything will be fine. You lie. Fine, prayers work, but you also need to move. Like saying that a boy wanted to go and write an exams, and because he didn't learn, he learned something, he didn't finish learning, so he wanted to pass, he went to a juju man. And the juju man gave him a pen to go and write his exams. And when he got to the exams hall, he actually put a pen. You see this pen? He put a pen on the answer sheet and was waiting, thinking that the juju man will let the pen write for him. It will never happen. You will fail. The answer sheet will continue to be blank without an ink. You know, so I'm just saying that start an action, start something, and proceed over it, and be very consistent over it. And be very competent as well. Okay? So you don't lose hope. And this is what I have for you this morning by way of motivation. I hope this will carry you through the day and through the weeks ahead of us. And I hope today, you're not going to see us tomorrow, but we'll be praying tomorrow. You see us on Monday on this same platform, our agenda. I'm going to take a breather. When we are back, for today, our nurses are going to be here. 2 nurses are going to be here. We are going to talk something about immunization, all right? Still, our nurses and doctors are on the field talking about breast cancer awareness, but we also have to talk about more about immunization for infants or children. All right, so I'll be back in a jiffy. We have newspaper review after this. Stay tuned.
The heat is everywhere. We are all tired and drained. Our faces are weary. The day feels endless, and life feels heavy. Then it happens. In a world that never stops, discover the refreshment that wakes you up. One sip and everything changes. Wake up with pure hydration. This is Cadwell. Great taste, truly satisfying.
Mama kwa about the back Jamie Beg Ventures. Jamie Beg Ventures hano. Ye curtains and any accessories na curtains no ebin so ni. Nye here ne say baby take you measurements. Ye be take you measurements na where you customize ones. Ye be pam according to o measurement no. And I think so no. Ya pim pam bin so asensen ha e hire ye nsa no dwuma ayaye ebini. We mu nyina ya pimpam ne kama afen nsuso no ye wonia ya pam dada we ya pam ni dada aye ba be fix ya ma kama afen nsuso no ye wo accessories ebini rods ye wa ha sei e na ye wo tie back nsuso side hooks na ye be ne kama na ma no se ba Jamie Beg Ventures ye customer service there ye je feel so e na ye ji sika kakra bi na ye ejuma fe ama Jamie Beg Ventures pay akwan ye wa Chimota mile 7 ye ni schools bar na hwe nimu afin so no ye ben mile 7 park no so pesa ofre ya wo 0598 364280 and I say 0208 122821. Jamie Beck Ventures, home of quality Italian curtains.
All right, so welcome back to the program, and this is your program, Our Agenda Live on Off TV. We are also active on Facebook. We are also now active, very, very active on YouTube as well. And we are waiting for your comments on Facebook. And also, we are waiting for your messages, SMS, and WhatsApp on 0543-874010, 0543-874010. I think I go faster, 0543-874010. That is the line. You can send your WhatsApp number, your message on, SMS message or WhatsApp message on. Now, Chumesi Kennedy is here with me, and Chumesi, good morning.
Adiachi, as usual. 2 legs or 4 legs. I heard you commenting about George versus Animal Farm. No, say, I mean, no, share 1-on-1, say, no, besides, and now, Koda, catch us all day. No, besides 2 legs or 4 legs.
Yeah.
And no, drink quite trouble home, baby, and person make us a free bar. So what I say? What's I say?
Yeah, Matthew, I do church in Bakra.
Me see 2 legs or 4 legs. Seven so day, you know, see, and I see 2 legs or 4 legs.
Some are American.
Me do they not on check. Me do they not on check. Me na me say matanase. Na me be say o day yi. Na o see nyame adom. Na me see 2 legs or 4 legs.
2 legs or 4 legs. Me 2 legs for okay, 2 legs.
Esa wo kwa na oda. Okay, 2 legs. I say one corner order.
Technician, how much do you? How much do you? Okay. Me no, sir. 4 legs.
I say one name will be no die. Fantastic. I know you.
Okay, now also
2 legs.
2 legs.
7 corner.
Then it's then
it's 2. Then
oh, I
know the phone so na wakasa. But I had a
one corner.
Hey, Cadwell, you just want to say about.
You're queen.
You're not to find your coupons and an opinion of her phone. So, maybe I will show you a friend and a pair of TV soon. And Crampon a mountain with Taifa Junction as usual. As soon as I see Kunia and a pair, Yawada, a modern Fidano, Marco, Eduno, Emmy, son, I hear me Bosomeno, Bosomia Toss we do. I think Pinoni, Eduno, and no money. Yatana said, and a pair, some who don't if you say, a daffy fro, a Bessambatry and a friend or China. Off TV, and you did you myself and I'm so many moments day. I'm on your same BB or person TV, you know, off TV here and a pay and you make up and say, and I do the show me a best or only a better. And in Tisha, so my memory, you say, yes, in Kunia, the one cratter by drama so and net Yawadano pay. Yadini mono and Safatanity in a mouth. Na nenye na chi no so tisi mountain say okọ adwuma mu okọ office bi okọ afuom o ti dwom ba bia wo bia obepe nkrata no na wo so akọ kenkan na wafe wonya nsem no se na emu esi edoti nyina na aye su ni nani mu ediama wo no eno so aboa kakra ye sha se a na ye de obo krata kunene the daily graphic aye the Democratic Kunino na Oba Hanomoa, Attorney General for Nida Hano, Attorney General unveils 78.2 million Ghana cedis buffer stock scandal, and a former CEO and wife accomplices face 25 charges. National service deal also booms. And in Ekaho, Inti Equa Attorney General, so Yamugusua, Kane buffer stock and seminal. Even if one my chief executive officer, no down, one in Hokeni, or Muhoma Kodis and Seme, and also who bomb. Inti Yankanesa, and also a Attorney General the whole Semaba. Now, a year and no chino, say Honomonano, we say Prof. Mike Okwe proposes service contract approach to manage natural resources. Shanesuma me say Professor Okwe ne kasano. Ordinance suye na adwaba say embenifo de no ma begu akwam nsem begu akwam no ma begu nkrata so na ye de share Hawaii be fa so a oduma kuma gudi a ode eche ye no natural resources no ye be hu se ne ye be si aboho ban no so open no e dia ba na no ho ane ye be nkum so ase ho no. President John Dramani Mahama launches infrastructure plan to guide big push Penny John Dramani Mahama Sims Jata, the first gentleman of the Republic of Ghana, of course, no two ways about that. This time, Gonja Nidisha Ham, it was the Atuaso. Now, on I said, what part you may be and to many United say, a big push agenda, you be year coining no matter who can honor, no so a wholesome the worker at Ekuni.
But who can say 1963?
Way back.
Yes, and Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
This
kind of initiative on the 7-year
development plan.
Yes, so 1963 to 1970.
Not just a
now
you good call.
Say you implemented here because you say you nice policies.
I would say Ghana,
right? By implementation.
The policies are there, the implementation, as you have rightly said.
Yeah.
The policies are there, the ideas are there in the brains of the people. But how to put this at work and then put it into action and then how. But I think with time, now work as a time baby.
Time baby.
Generation goes, generation comes.
President, they feel him and say you hear strong institutions.
What I say? Now about the year, the Democrat the Daily Guide, you know, Muslim Emrana, a simple that honor, buffer stock and semi and American 78 million Ghana city steps. Osha Attorney General Frizi, Japadia Hodo, and no man so near Hodo, Elkane, a boss, and I see you and all that, a buffer stock and no, Yajina Japadina, one Sembia, a Sefatase Obi Yano, and Sana, and Noma Akon Kanjaman, and below that, and as I say, no, I see Hoano, Sembi ho, you will pass anti-LGBTQ plus bill, minority tells government, and said, don't come on, I want my Shabby, make us say, you have a part of your markets, Ujani Nancy Giddy, or no nature say, I buy we pay one pill. I buy we pay one pill, more opposition, they said, no, Mujina, and LGBTQ plus, young passable, net, a drew, so Timoso, Mondi Hujumani, some of them few as a minister Honomo, a Cocoa border, okay, see an open air Wadano, was a gold board opens fabrication and refinery license application. As I told you, Union Mukitans and the Juma 5 refinery fabrication designs, no, might today, one more be a good note, be a good year change, you're to your coom, Yanum Genom, the show, as much as a wedding ring.
And now can a young Mudian.
Someone I'm sure
only say me, son, how can a young Mudian? Mijitum because it is for fun.
Why?
Okay, I know people. It is for fun because I know people. No. Listen, I know people who put on the ring, shiny ring, expensive ones.
I will not say shiny, blinking.
Okay, blinking.
Even though they are the same.
They put it on, right? And go remove it and do their own things. Then I mean, it's for fun.
All things like. Their own
there are things four-legged ones.
Behind the.
So you know, from the 4 it becomes 6.
Then we do a check by person.
No, I say can make me
you are trying to imply, say, most of the people who put on the rings for fun.
It's for fun.
And if I see a wash ring.
Yes, any fool. Wash it, my worry, will be on so worry. But to look Roma, you to baby now, I know.
I just say, ring Nasa, dear, Cassana ring in the canoe. Or my name Cassa. Fantastic.
That's why I said
now evidence when our
evidence no.
Oh yeah, so for JV sorry no about how okay yeah to us is it what one can offer home to manage a man for was why she it's the Democrat at the Daily Guide na you go so the musem bana share so me say assemble ko esanda yen send for so ase honum the Daily Guide Democrat and say 2 robbers killed in police gun battle akrofo every form you know be a police for a called one time or so na police for na bomb de album you need to am so and none pay and omo pay say to an pay na homa so no point so
me try but who can say asem one ya from to ma won say ya masadi wa ka ma I don't know where blue cry is white
in our African
you know perspective we have to face the facts and that is it
can no credit that one train
no credit that's it
sir into obi wa ring what that's what and the yakoyechi obi wa ring no wa share but onye na say dey and say
so can say me front to man and make actual say let's face the facts
into the no credit one say come man 40
where
say yen can no credit that one say it here nipa no wa share ring no but I say a fan be any first wa share what opia with me wrote to be
exactly
I just say nipa ko no psychologically adwini nyini
we are sure
nipa na adwini to me you see you will be a friend of confusion versus maturity confusion versus maturity. Penimu and near few no catch or say ye fa enyini ne kwa ware ye de adwemu enyini ne kwa ware wa adwemu enyini a obetimi akwa ware ba nya wo fi na wadi 180 50 60 40 no what I say
but
maturity versus confusion
right we better mature though, but worldly things into
that is even though level na word you can say social no maybe one we know from but still but I see indulging in it but I say and so you na Cadwell no ya be share ban for counseling na the national enquirer so people no e wa ha no na pay national enquirer ya papa ya to force in phone dey kama na answer na me ba to force dey no or say fake gold board agents busted J and Sons cartel defrauds investors of millions of cedis that is enkrofo bi o my imagine some sika gudie no na gold no mudi ho djuma bi no enya de se omo nkrata omo didi djuma no January na se ne kwan paso nti omo ho akoka adwa mu eno so wa ha omo agina no so e de akoje adwuma ko bi nso sika mu duro eno so ehun sem wa ha ne ye papa sam jamfi asem da no so one yes of course obetu sa na mo no e di amaye na ye to aso a cabinet shake up looms to forcing tip for defense I see am for finance I say mo na just say bi na say resha for bibitimi aba mo dia na just say dey dey hold out to e dey to ho anopai no ene bitimi aka say we ebekwa ha na we so akwa ha na mo na I heard say ho no government calls for African business unity at African Skills Summit 2025. Jumade bi cause we bibi memo hanoma na say 2025 bibi man penny for issue of kwakoshia no ye summit na say ye hwe bibi memo hanoma as say e ba ye dwadi mu ye businesses no kambo mu ese fata enso e ba na penny for etimi bua e de toto no me ye so ye man no e konka eno ho nsem wa ha na government to restore original names of public universities under so Mahama Yarga ene kasa no suapon hodwe wo man Ghana mu a edin no aban bia penso yasesa bibia no omo se ye besan akofa edin na eda so asan ede atoso kama eno ho nsem ne na no pe ye de ema e de free the obokrata eye the enquirer mu shene soma me ye free the enquirer da obokrata no na intentem so ye mre ho fa so nti ya to aso the chronicle now of course the me free papa with the action man afenyo markets of course ye come reche bedwam don kuma no ba no den ye papa afenyo market ni fu da kama pa and as usual say the wotana se na wabuka ne sante no wa kan sana abomu na sema o chere ni se yasemo tumu bill the kitchen is hot for my hammer. Hey, afenyo market. Me papa. Ninyina no the concentration is on the anti-LGBTQ. Hono wakasa kofa. Also, but we will force him to pass it. Assigning the kasa na afenyo market. Or just say anti-LGBTQ plus, you know, bill no. Ya dey say aban we wope wompe ombe bonu tumuja ama wako ako pass na o macho madwo. I say we Cadwell, let's have a look at this. Okay. Until when now you say last sitting as far as this particular year is concerned and now woman. Yeah. Do you expect them to take an action as far as this LGBTQ plus bill is concerned?
I want them to quickly go through it. You know what happens?
So it's one of the hottest issues.
Say president or assent it to. But in that particular regime, now say when to me assent it to her, then everything is quashed. Whatever process it had went through.
Well, when they come for the next year sitting there. Business will want to me and tackle this particular session. Another fresh case as well, fresh issue or fresh policy.
Reintroduction, I say on my and you're saying ye feel because of almost some mistakes.
Then they have to speaker have to.
The former president one assented to it. No? That is what we have to ask.
And yes,
why marking is now calling on this president to quickly
it calls for a lot.
To it.
You mentioned the whole juma. Yan to us in 10 times. Some info need ha. Union no say. Some say good board. Say how one chief executive officer. I say good board opens publications for jewelry and then also fabrication licenses. Unim said you wait me this kakoko good year no. Aye enhwenie kumade ne ne keka ho a no so no betimi akwa kotwere wudin na also when be land guard activities police dragged 2 national security operatives to court about Langard the same year. Bambo Jumokune or Manganamo, police of 40 major so the Nippon Yunubi, Aqua Sendibi, Aqua Kojina, and Moko Yin Semano, and Sambaya, yet to us daybreak newspaper no Ewaha, daybreak double cratano, so Osha, a semi Dimo, say, Ora's $220 billion recovery figure not supported by evidence. Yeah, papa stream side and like I say, or say operation recover all loots. No, it's almost my at me aboko eduaji no. And also, best America dollar no prepared due no $20 billion. Then so no, yeah, papa stream side. I say, I don't say beyond actually. I know the become our bontain hamayati enti semo. Now, I rehearse be yakosuha. This is son escapes kidnapping in Bunkurugu. Space on the run. I just say, call Bunkurugu do one more. A bank crash penny or honomo ADC, you know, the bar, Bema, Bemoanaka, a man for a kidnapping and a channel. Nemo, almost 2 son and monoso journey. And if it's a science, the bonnie will be, and I DC, you know, my target no Munyano, no Medifan Basso. Ideas create jobs. I'm a Ghana man penny dada, and another Danko Kufor and Abedi Chiri, Dr. Muhammad Baumia, Alaji. They say, Yaba Frank, Dibrano ewo NPP mo nipa num no Dimokoten, and of course mobile lot paper no wada so me nsa. Number 3 no na ka say ni adwe wo nipa tu ne bo me create nyuma edema adehye nti wono so ase idea create jobs nti yehwe former vice president John Haji Muhammad Bawumia na kasa no Wontumi has made no offer to Attorney General lawyer so Ababe Kasa e de akire ye papa ye ne say Chema Wontumi asantimentemo NPP amanyokono ba no den na say titere ne chema no onya de say o de bibia ama eye Attorney General eji say e bia no nti onje na onka bibi ma no da bibia sa ni ho eno so ehon sem owa ha na LGBTQ bill ya ehon sem asan abipia was LGBTQ plus bill already passed by previous parliament. Mahama Yariga, Bibiza, and yes, you deliberate upon it, and none of them. Many sure say Bisa also already passed. I am Mahama Yariga, the Kasawa Hansa, LGBT. But so far, details of it, you're saying?
No, the thing, this bill, no, you're passing.
But as to how,
and I approve it, and I the court.
We are only waiting for assent, president's assent.
And regime Nako. For the regime,
Hannah Samuel.
Good. Regime Nako.
So they are no more in power. They are no more in power now. They are in the position of they were having even though they were not having the absolute majority, but still.
Good. Law is say, constitution is say and no happy now. If that bill was not assented to become a law, right? And that regime goes off, and the different one comes. It is quashed. That
fantastic. And to say, I to say, I'm not for now. Now, new era. You see, a man winning also. I'm rather Sakoto, and I build a Sakoto upon any deliberations on Bayibiano. At the end of the day, the president of the day have to give an assent.
Exactly.
And only if I say, "Bit me about so."
Listen, unless the bill once again as introduced, as some passes through the reading, first, second readings, debates and approvals before it goes.
You more have to speed up their doings.
It is.
It is. The best I can call us not session. I think say I can't 2 minutes. Okay, my intent and I'm fast with the show is fully packed with a whole lot of issues. Yanko to us. So the Daily Democrat in Namidi na tension at whole lorry station. Oko enuanom who phone honoma. Yes, we more ashan ejina beno. I dare say how be akoso former GPLTU boss we boom raso honomo enti no so sem hana atomic bomb scandal at Buffer Stock. Former CEO in hot water. It's not just a Buffer Stock, no, Peniana or Dan say chief executive officer. I can know Skabia rap and I'm mania for baby. I say no one sem and I train that ye bejira we so na ye de the work right am sem no asi nyankopon ya adoma mrepem ye be sound to also numere the political belt abrem Refinance Chapel International asafue ene ya wedded then of course ochina Friday ochina fiada no pa no nkro Apostle K Odru e bejina ne nan so na ye ne asafo ma hodo chichiri bia ne achiri bia hwe bia afri no obetimi abeken ho ne ya bompa ya no mpa ya dimpa ya dware mpa ya na wafa so e da ye nhira na wo man so ye nhira wo nyankopon na e ma remfi benada bia so person Apostle be din shemu anopa no eye counseling who be no nsia kono no so no watena se no na wanya kwan kwa akoto odwumadi so kwasia da be so ye be shemu aya sori ene ye Sunday service ba bia wo bia obetimi abeka ye ho wo fie so a wantimi ama odwumadi no betwa go television so na chese wo so wafa Apostle number wo ha bia no eno achi na de ato nanim na nyankopon be fa so mo ye nhira e ma remfi ye benum so na no pe akwa wera drinking water of course Food and Drugs Authority agise so na tumo obia otene kan mu kwa adwuma na no pay me woko no office bia woko na afuom ba bia wo ne hwe bia woti dwom akwa wera drinking water na obepe bi na wanom eno ni sukro gya be boa ba bi twa nso no hoti nti how bia eni ho na afi generator no kan na ha wo man temu for ni chira Usila Enterprise na kope generator papa na fa kodi dwuma na mitumi nti last out na ekoba no be boa ama wo so dwuma na koso afanhye ye be gina so the one crater na si enumere ye share political belt ele nyankopon.
All right, thank you so much. That is Chumesi Kennedy. We are taking a breather. We'll be back in AGB. Stay tuned.
Purify my heart. Let me be.
Giddy. Yeah, me say. Eye giddy from us of giddy wati. Kwasia da eye osum kese. Ti asema make na pay. Kwasia da ufiri mampo na ba kuma bodumase. Kono ngota kra de kumase. Asante achima ko ba bia so ko Taifa Junction. Ebra die ni monyam apie wo Taifa Junction. Giddy turu me kan yanko. Awade ni be pie giddy. Akwanto be pie gidi nkoso be pie gidi mentena ha mengu engu ohiam engu amane mu oha mu kwasia no pa is a miracle service ene ensomwate Taifa Junction me say Taifa Junction ofie delight na chipe so do Taifa Junction o de fa ba bi o mo ton spare parts ufa manu abon se me somebody ni so yakra so Refinance Chapel International fra number na egu anim o yira na wa frɛ me e wade nhira wo gidi frɛ mo so gidi wate. God bless you.
Refiner's fire.
Odofo Apostle Paul Kofi Odru ne Refinance Chapel International asafumuni nyina eto ensafrɛ sebra na ene yembesom ewo Accra Taifa Junction spare parts fo no echi hope
ene yensom kwasiade di enini ene kwasiade bia anopa nonko sa enso na eda efiade bia eyempebo kese pa eno so ye anopa nonko no sa nyame enhiraw
We be as gold, pure gold. Purify my heart.
Hey, Ketri, now what day the Moko fire expert full free amanona, or more be any kama amawi. Me expert, a free amanone. Me, come here. Christ Power Aluminium Stainless and Frameless work at the romantic. Show me windows no. Yanko bathroom honum, na san korea me bathroom honum. San show me door no. Ni na Christ Power Aluminium Stainless and Frameless work at the roman. Ye niema be green. Say yes store frameless door, window flames, Akobon designs, bathroom frameless. Any pee ka ho say e ka flames nyuma kwa dia ene na ye wo ho no mo ye be ye niema mo wani agye ho woni bibi ye san so wo abotre ye no betena se ni akasa ya tretre oni mam amwa hu niema ni so e biare ne bo ni wa ho odin be so no ya ma wafa ni aye Nema any devil no mamma. Send me open who ya all case. Makofa expert if you train na abano. Sign your bay yammo. Ama when news was ya jom. Oh, she has street can ya wall found call. Yes, I saw our casua. William Freying a worm 0242 445 5574. And I say 0537 855 593. Christ Power Aluminium Stainless and Flameless Work. Flameless Work is number 1.
All right. Once again, welcome, and this is your agenda, our agenda, live on Off TV. We are active on Facebook. We are now as well active on YouTube. So follow us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube. We are also traditional media on Off TV. Now this morning, I want you to call your friends, your pregnant wives, your pregnant aunties, your mommies, lactating mothers, and infant mothers, all right, mothers who are taking care of infants. And because we are going to discuss something very, very, very imperative, very important, very much of essence to we as a people, because if care is not taken and we don't adhere to this, and then we may have our children being bow-legged, some being K-legged. Am I right? K-legged. We have K-legged. Bow-legged, right? We are bow-legged children, and maybe some, I don't know how to put it, has some not functioning well as humans. So this morning, what am I heading towards? I am just saying we are going to discuss childhood immunization. I remember when I was growing up and my mother goes to the hospital, she's giving some Tom Brown free. But today you have to go and find the Tom Brown and buy. I remember that vividly. She's giving free. But today, because of life issues and we not going according to what Kwame Nkrumah came to lay for us, here is where we are today. Now I have beautiful ladies in front or besides me here. And I have Felicity Menku Sechi. She's public health nurse, Taifa Polyclinic. Then I also have Kezia Korsa. She's public health nurse, Dome Public Health Unit. Auntie Felicity, good morning once again.
Good morning.
Yes, how are you doing? Hey, what's your done?
I'm fine.
It's like you are bluffing, Bisa. Oh yeah, I believe you are doing so well.
Oh, I'm so good.
You are looking pretty this morning.
Thank you.
In fact, you are shining, just like the sun. I see. Well, we are back again. How is your Taifa Polyclinic? Clinic?
Oh, Taifa Polyclinic is doing so well.
Okay.
As usual, we do our normal activities. And
Yeah.
as I speak with you, there is child welfare clinic ongoing at Taifa Polyclinic today. So if you are a mother here and you are watching, you can take your child to Taifa Polyclinic this morning, and then you can have your child examined from head to toe.
Do you mention child welfare?
Yes.
Child welfare.
Yes, please. It's a special clinic for children.
Okay.
Children under 5 years.
I see. And what are the conditions, or just diagnosis and that's all?
Oh, it's not about diagnosis. It's a clinic where we take care of the child. We monitor from head to toe. We check about the weight, how the child is doing. We monitor the child growth.
Okay.
We do the immunization.
Okay.
We register them. So everything about the child.
I see.
That is where we are able to detect any abnormal any abnormality from the normal,
Okay.
and then we correct it as soon as possible.
Oh, that's great. So that is Felicity Menko Sechi. She is public health nurse, Taifa Polyclinic. Then I also have a very beautiful colored one here, Kezia Kosa. And the Kezia Akwaba. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Great. You are shining.
Thank you.
Just like the morning sun. All right, so you are from, she is health nurse, Domi Public Health Unit. Domi Public Health, what is this clinic?
Yeah, it's the Reproductive and Child Health Clinic Unit.
Okay.
So just as my sister said here, we offer the same services.
Okay.
And as I speak with you, today is a clinic day which we normally call static.
Static.
Yeah, it
All
means
right.
the clinic is being conducted at the facility itself.
Okay.
It's not an outreach, we are at the facility
Okay.
itself today. And we are just right beside the commercial bank in Domi.
Okay.
You can walk in with your baby from birth. We will be able to take care of that child.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you say static, it means you are stationed in your facility and not mobile, right?
Exactly.
And should I say you are close to the guy? Is it Guy East Hospital?
Yeah, just farther away, but then we are close to the commercial bank.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very well.
we are also under the East Hospital as well.
Oh, you work under the Guy East?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's our district.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very well. Now, today we are here to look at childhood immunization. Why is it important to immunize your child from the 0, right, to I think 9 or 10 years, right? We immunize them 9 or 10 years, isn't it?
It's up to 5 years.
It's up to 5 years. Immunization,
We
right?
are now trying to include, that is the current one that we just did.
Yeah.
Human papilloma vaccination. Yes, that is what we are about
Okay.
to add. So if we should add that one, then we will go
Above.
5 years.
Okay, above 5 years. All right. Let me begin from you are a stranger to me today because I'm seeing you for the first time, right? So I will start with you. Tell us what childhood immunization is.
Yeah, so the childhood immunization, it's a vaccination, immunization schedule that is put in place in order to help children that have been born at birth. So 18 months, it's a schedule that the child is supposed to receive the necessary vaccinations.
18 months, which is 1 year, 6 months.
6 months exactly,
Right.
1.5 years. Yeah, so it is, we assume that at that age, the child should be able to be immunized against all the vaccinations.
So factually, exactly what it is, all right? What is factually immunization, childhood immunization? Now you've mentioned the year within which the child should be immunized. What exactly it is?
So as I said earlier on, it is a vaccination.
Okay.
Yeah, a vaccination that a child is supposed to receive from birth to 18 years, so that this child will be vaccinated against the childhood diseases. Yes.
So here you are preventing.
Exactly.
That's the word I wanted to hear.
Exactly.
So preventing
Prevents the
some childhood or diseases.
Exactly.
Now that is Kezia Kosa, and I want to come back to Felicity Menko. Now she's told us what immunization means, childhood immunization means. Now can you mention some immunizations that every child when born needs?
Okay, so looking at the childhood immunization, like my sister said, right, it starts right from birth. So from 0.
Yeah.
Immediately you are born, you are supposed to receive BCG, which is being given at the right upper arm, which will protect the child against tuberculosis. And then we also give polio to the child. And we also have, after giving this first 2, when the child is 6 weeks, you have to bring the child to also for another vaccination. We call it penta vaccine, and then that of polio again. And then we also give PCV, pneumococcal, and then also give rotavirus. So we repeat.
I want you to help me. We are educating and informing. So your medical terms like PCV, I would want you to explain it to our viewers to understand. And you also said the first injection, right, which everyone has a mark for that matter. I want you to explain it for our viewers to especially understand that.
So that's BCG vaccine that we give it just under the skin, which is going to protect. And most of us here have the mark on. If we should open, we will see the mark there, which is protecting the child against what we call it, tuberculosis. And then the one that the child will start taking at 6 weeks is the pentavalent. We say penta because it is a 5-in-1 vaccine, which is going to protect the child against tetanus, diphtheria, hepatitis B, hemophilia type B, and then also it is going to protect the child against hepatitis B. So it is a 5-in-1 vaccine that has been put together and is given one injection. Yes. So that vaccine, usually when we give to some children, they get temperature. Okay. Because it is 5
doses combined.
That has been put together. And then at the same time, the child will also receive rotavirus, which is protecting the child against diarrhea. And then we have the pneumococcal one, which is protecting the child against pneumonia. Then we will give the polio, the oral one. After that, we will also schedule the child for another vaccination 4 weeks time, which will be 10 weeks as at that time. So during the 10 weeks, we will also repeat the 5-in-1 vaccine again. And then we will also repeat the rota, and then we will repeat the pneumococcal vaccine too. Then we will reschedule the child again for another vaccination, which will be the 3rd time. So during the 3rd vaccination, the child is going to take the 5-in-1 doses again. The child is also going to take the polio, the oral one. And then we have another one, that is the IPV, which is inactivated polio. There is a little difference between the IPV and that of the OPV. The OPV is taking care of the guts, and then the IPV has to do with the bloodstream. So it is that one too is given during the 3rd visit of that child. And then recently, through research, it has been discovered. Included. At first, the IPV is taking the last one, and then that is it. But now, when the child is 7 months, the child will have to come to the hospital again, and then be given the IPV again, which is the 2nd IPV to protect, so that the child will have a full protection. Now, after that, it's not the end. 6 months, the child will have to come back again. Then we give vitamin A supplements to the child. So after the vitamin A supplements, then the 7 months, like I said, we will have to reintroduce the IPV again. Now, when the child is 9 months,
that will be for the 3rd time.
That will be for the 2nd.
The 2nd.
The first one is during the 3rd visit. Then we gave. Now the 2nd one will be from 7 months up to 11 months. Then the child will have to take the vaccination again. Now 9 months, the child will come to us again, and then we will give measles and then yellow fever for the child. Then the child will come again when the child is 18 months. Then we will also repeat the measles, and then we will add meningococcal to the child, so that it will protect the child against meningitis.
So good. So the name suggests the disease, the condition. Meningococcal vaccine. Did I get that correct? Perfect. Meningococcal. Very soon I'll go to my medical school, and I think I'll get it right. So for to secure against meningitis, and these are very important because they are childhood deadly diseases. May deform your children or your child, or may even kill. Do some kill? Measles, right? But for polio, I think a deformation, right?
And a permanent one.
A permanent deformation. So if you don't want your child to be, how do we call it, the bow-legged type, you have to please make sure that you immunize your child from 0 to 5, I am told. Is that clear? Right. Now, let's move on to the next one. And now, Auntie Kezia, tell us, our viewers, some childhood diseases that need immunization. I've just mentioned polio, and she's also mentioned some. but we want them together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like she mentioned, all of the childhood vaccines are very, very important.
Okay.
But then we have those that are of major importance. We are not saying the rest are not. But then looking at, like she rightly mentioned, the polio. When the child is not immunized against the polio vaccine, then of course you will get the polio virus. And this one can be gotten through oral disease. So the child can get it from maybe an infected child who has defecated around the environment.
Okay.
When another child who is uninfected comes into contact with such maybe the feces, maybe by picking some things from the he puts it in the mouth, the child can be infected with the diseases. So this is of importance. When you don't see it well and then you don't treat the child early, then of course, like you rightly said, the poliomyelitis, that is the paralysis, can come in. And this is a permanent one. Sometimes we see these ones around with a stick. They use a stick to cross the side like this. And you see that because the leg is paralyzed, the leg is used around to coil around the stick. Exactly.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. So those who are in that situation are those who have unfortunately suffered from the poliomyelitis. And we have that of the measles too. It's also very, very important because measles, when the child is not immunized against the measles vaccination, the child can also get the measles virus. And these two are very, very life-threatening diseases, so we have to pay more importance on them.
Okay, so we are still discussing childhood immunization, and we've seen why we should immunize our children when they are born, age 0 to somewhere 5, but because of maybe HPV that is going on quite recently, very soon it is going to be extended to maybe 6, 7, maybe 9 there. But I want us to look at the dangers that our children are prone to if they are not immunized. Auntie Felicity, what are the dangers that our children will be prone to if they are not immunized at all?
Like my sister rightly said, the paralysis is one of the biggest danger. And then the one that we usually don't want to talk about is death. Like for instance, in the past we were hearing of children dying as a result of measles. And I'm sure you yourself, you've even heard about it before. So that is the major ones. And then aside from that, it also brings some financial cost to the state. Because if we look at the cost that goes into treatment of some diseases or childhood diseases, and that of the cost involved in preventing it, the treatment is way higher than the prevention. So it will put financial constraint to the government. And then also the mother itself, it is going to affect the daily activity, the family. So everybody has its share. And even to the child itself, when it causes some deformity in the child, it can affect the educational level of the child. It even causes some kind of
emotional stress.
Exactly. It can also even reduce the confidence of that child.
That's it.
So it has a lot of bad effects as compared to we buying time and then going for these vaccinations. I see.
And you mentioned financial cost to the state. But here is the case, the vaccine, I understand they are all free, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, but maybe wherever I know we don't produce vaccines here in Ghana, not even in Africa. So I'm sure that we always import them from places. That's importation and maybe procurement. At least government is going to spend money there, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's true. Government is going to spend money in procurement of some of these vaccines. And sometimes to some, like you said, Ghana, we don't produce vaccine. So all of them are being transported here, exported here. But then, looking at the treatment, maybe you are not in that sector, so you might see that the cost involved when it comes to the airplane, the importation and all that. To you, it might be more, but if you come down to what goes on in treating or managing, just even let's take hypertension or even cancer, for just maybe one cancer, the cost involved, it doesn't even come near the HPV vaccination that we recently did. That is how come the statistics they made, they come out with that conclusion that then we should rather invest more on the preventive rather than the treatment. So in a situation where we feel or we are unable to get herd immunity and then we get the diseases, then the cost comes in.
And so, Auntie Kezia, people listening and watching you right now, be due to the dangers and the cost involved in treatment rather than preventing, what advice will you give to infant mothers there and lactating mothers there and maybe people who are taking care of people's children? What advice do you have for them?
Okay, so the advice is that the childhood immunization, the vaccines and everything, the care that we give at the facilities, they are all free, which is why it is important that every child must be immunized so that it will prevent the child from getting all these diseases that we have talked about. So it's not like you are going to a facility to pay something, which you should maybe sit at home and then maybe think about it, or I don't have money, giving those excuses. No, it's free. We don't take anything from anywhere. No money, nothing. You come, we are able to take care of the child, even do physical examination. And that is not all. Sometimes even to the extent that a mother will walk in and then the complaint is that the child is not eating. The child is not eating. Maybe she's a new mother. She doesn't know what to do. We find time to talk to these mothers so that they'll be able to know the varieties of foods that they can inculcate in feeding their children. So it is very, very important. We are just urging all mothers across who have given birth that they shouldn't hesitate from bringing their kids to the facility. You can walk in at any private or government facility, specifically the reproductive and child health units. We are there. So we render all these services there. So they should come and then vaccinate their children against these childhood diseases. Because if we are not able to do that, at the end of the day, you, the mother, you get affected. Why? Because what is not worrying that you'll be at the office working and then you'll be called. Your child is not feeling well at school. You have to rush and leave everything behind, which is very, very worrying. So it's very important that we prevent it rather than letting it happen and then treating it. Yeah.
Now,
so that,
how do you educate mothers on these? Because of how you were brought up traditionally, sometimes we do have the mindset or the notion that these vaccines are diverse. They are there to maybe cause some havoc to us whilst we grow up. Now, how do you do your education at your facilities and even outside education? How do you do it?
So what we do is that before we start the weighing itself, we give a health talk on the immunization itself. And then the immunization, it is safe. There is nothing like a vaccine that causes diseases. No, there's nothing like these vaccines are there to prevent. So like the HPV that there's the
vaccination.
Yeah, vaccination that we did recently. Some others were given all sorts of complaints, talking about we've heard that when you give the injection, you will die. And because it's associated with the human papilloma virus, which can cause cervical cancer, the minds were like cancer. But there is nothing like that. This vaccine that we are talking about, it's even not active. The virus, they are not active. They are just particles of it that has been. So there is no way these viruses are capable of causing diseases. So we want to urge all mothers that the childhood immunizations or the vaccinations are safe. There is nothing like when the child is immunized, the child is going to get the disease or anything. Yes, it's there to prevent. When we put someone who has taken the vaccine and one who has not taken the vaccine, we are not saying that maybe one way or the other, the child cannot be infected with maybe a disease or something. There is a time that maybe you give the measles vaccination, but you see sometimes the child might get the measles. But it doesn't mean when you compare the two, you can rightly see the big difference. The one who did not receive any of the vaccination, it's life-threatening disease, but the other person can benefit. At least it will reduce. So it's very important to prevent it rather than.
Now, you want to add more?
And I would like to add that, like we rightly said earlier, Ghana and Africa, we don't produce vaccines. All vaccines come from outside. And since childhood, if you see, we have some myth that we usually say when it comes to vaccines. Oh, the white people want to kill us. The white people want to do this to us. If they want to kill us, there are so many ways they can use to kill us, not through our vaccines. Like in the past, the way we were hearing diarrhea are killing children, the poliomyelitis, we see them, the measles, we see the effects and all that. But now, we don't really talk about it as it used in the past. Even somewhere in 2015, there was an eradication of polio. So it means the vaccination is helping
completely
us.
eradicated.
It was eradicated.
Okay.
You see, so the vaccines are really helping us. So please, we will use this your big platform to educate our mothers that they should give us the opportunity. Sometimes we do catch-up programs. When we talk of catch-up programs, we are looking at when we look at our report system, and then we realize that there is some gap somewhere. We follow them to schools because nowadays systems have changed. Children start school at a very early age.
Tender age.
So during that time, they are unable to come to our regular child health care clinic. So we then follow them up in schools. So we are pleading with school authorities when that moment comes, they should please support us so that we protect our children against all these diseases. Because if the child is not healthy, the child will, at the end of the day, come and spread the disease in your school. The child may absent him or herself from your school, and then at the end of the day, you yourself, you will not be getting the attendance that you want. So we beg them. There are policies that backs the things that we do. We don't just get up and then come to their schools. So we are pleading with the school authorities that when that time comes, they should please support our agenda so that together we will be able to achieve the goal of helping each and everyone to be healthy.
Very well. I want us to take one particular condition, all right, and talk about its effects on the child if the mother does not come to immunize the child. I want us to take care of, pay attention to polio itself, right? So I want to come to Auntie Kezia. Polio, what is polio?
So we say that polio, it's a virus, yes, and then that is gotten when the child is not immunized against the polio vaccination. So the virus itself, as I mentioned earlier, it's transmitted through the fecal-oral that I talked about.
Mention that again.
What fecal-oral, that is the feces, that's
fecal matter.
Exactly.
Right.
So when a child plays along and there is this virus in the feces of another infected child, this child picks it up, puts it in the mouth, and then the child can get the diseases. So we do not know where the child will play and then be infected with this. So that is why we start this vaccination at the early stage, which is the birth. Because let's take it that even if at birth, we will not say at birth a child sits on the floor and plays. The child is a baby. So what if the mother has picked another child who is infected and the mother does not wash her hand and maybe takes the breast to feed the child? When the mother has these viruses on the fingertips, it can use it on the by holding the
teeth of the breast,
exactly. So when he holds it and it gets the nipple, and the baby who doesn't know anything feeds on the milk,
infection.
It's in a way, feeding on the virus. So that is why we start at birth. And even like my sister said, sometimes when we see that there is even the outbreak of the polio, we make sure that we vaccinate all the children who are under 5.
Okay.
Yes, because we know that still they can be infected with the disease. Okay. So with this, it's very important when we don't immunize them against it. Like we rightly said, the child can get the polio virus, and then at the end of the day, there is paralysis. If you don't see it early to treat it, there is paralysis. And that is for life. There is no way we will be able to
can be treated.
Exactly. So it is very, very important. This very particular vaccination is also important.
Right.
Yeah.
They are going to leave here very soon. So if you want to ask any question, the number is 0543-874010. The number is 0543-874010. That is not the number to call, but the number that you can reach on WhatsApp, because you are just going to ask a question. So not to call, but on WhatsApp. Facebook is also there. You can ask pass a comment there. We will ask them now. Auntie Felicity, we almost done. Your final words.
Okay, so tomorrow is World Polio Day.
Yes.
And like we said earlier, we beg our mothers, please, in as much as we are busy going on our various activities, let's also pay attention to our kids, especially those under 5 years. Their health really matters, and it's vaccination that can help protect them or prevent them against childhood illnesses. So let's pay attention to them and use the opportunity to visit any public hospital or public centers. We also do come to you in your communities. Patronize us. We don't take anything. It's free. You come, we will take care of your child. Gone with it. If you come, we are able to detect. You see, we have this notion, oh, as for this family, they are not tall people, they are in their genes, they are all shortingo. But there is nothing like shortingo. When you come, we check your height and we check according to your age. If there is some kind of, if we are able to detect
the deformation
early, we are able to help you solve that. So it's not only about the vaccine, there is a lot that goes on. So if maybe your child is not taking any immunization, that doesn't mean you shouldn't come for child welfare. Because there are other aspects of the child healthcare clinic that we do during that time. So please, let's all try. And when we come, we shouldn't be in a hurry. Oh, me, I'm in a hurry, I have to leave, I have to go. Take your time. Let us take you through the system. And at the end of the day, we'll be able to have a success.
Yeah, you mentioned shortingo. That, forgive me, and those watching me here, not to be sarcastic towards anyone, but those people, were they born as such, deformed in the womb already, or because their mothers did not bring them for vaccination, as you were saying?
Actually, some, I wouldn't say that all of them were born like that. In our system, we call it stunting growth.
Stunting.
Yes.
Okay.
So when we detect that, in some cases, it could be some micronutrients the child needs that is maybe causing that kind of problem in the child. So if we are able to pick it early, we do further investigations about it, we are able to correct that deformity.
I see. Auntie Kezia, we are going. Final words to your people, they are watching.
So what I just want
camera.
I just want to inform the mothers or give them the encouragement that we are always there. Nurses, we are free to receive
all facilities.
All facilities, the government facilities, some private facilities, not all private facilities though. Yeah, so they should come. There are situations whereby the mother is scared that she has made certain vaccinations. So she's scared of coming because when she comes, she's having the notion that, oh, the nurses are going to rebuke me or anything of that. So no, we are there for you. That is when we come to the facility and you don't come with your kids, how are we going to work? Yes, so we are there for them. And then we also want to encourage them when they come, the particular vaccinations that we are going to give to the child. It's important. You have the right to ask. Auntie Nurse, please, I would like to ask, which vaccination are you giving my child? We are happy when we hear these mothers ask these questions because it makes us feel that we are doing the job. Exactly. And then the mother is also having information about the vaccination that is being given to the child. And when the the vaccination is given and there is any problem or whatsoever, they should feel free and then talk to us. The childhood immunization, it's very, very important. It's a schedule. When you miss it, even though there are some that when you miss it at that age, you will not get at all. There are some too that we can proceed. So they should come. All is not lost. They should come. We are there to immunize our child. Our children are very, very important to us. All of us have kids and we know how it is to keep up with them. So they should come. We are always, it's free.
Okay.
We don't take anything.
We wanted us to finish, but Auntie Felicity, I think you said some of these vaccines have some kinds of side effects, right? And what kind of side effects could some of these pose if it is injected or as a dose onto the mouth of the child?
Okay, actually every medicine in this world has a side effect.
A reaction.
Yes,
yeah.
It has a reaction to it. But then we usually look at the benefits against the disadvantage.
Okay.
So some of these complaints that we get when we give vaccination is fever. In some cases too, the child may be having headache. Those are minor, and in some cases too, there is a little swelling at the site of injection. So sometimes after injection, we do educate the mother that they should observe their child. If they should see any reaction, we tell them, the minor ones, we teach them how to handle it at home. But then they should come also, even though they are managing it at home, they should come and report to us. We have a form that we fill so that we will be able to follow up and make investigations about it. Whether the reaction that is coming, is it from the vaccine, is it from the child? We do all those analysis so that we remove everything out. So it's not a major reaction that is life-threatening to the child. It is something
like temperature rise.
Yes.
Could it also be nausea?
Yeah.
Nausea.
See, we are all unique, and everybody reacts differently.
Okay.
So the way you will react may be different from the way the other person will also react.
Okay.
So when it happens, don't sit at home. You always, even if it is the temperature, you have our numbers. Call us, come to us. Oh, please, my child is having temperature. Let's fill that form, and then do our proper investigations about it, and then solve that issue.
Okay, that is it. This morning we have discussed childhood immunization, and I had with me Felicity Menkusechi. She is public health nurse, Taifa Polyclinic. Sorry. Then I also had with me Kezia Kosa. She is also public health nurse, Dome Public Health Unit. We are going to take a break. When we are back, discussion begins. Stay tuned.
Na adan na hefa na usi dan si ya oni nante more than 1 hour untumi nche me bia dan si eno so ye den no bra nyanto boase asemba nya botre bra aseme na aba asema me nya botre wo de yenko fie approach tanya easy oboga ya uka ne de jai wo de ma kuma nto ya mini usika emu awo basi dan no say me send you pictures am send ma nyina kire say masi dan no pictures are seen many many then you was in different for what I'm seeing. You think it's easy to be in US?
What in Ghana ha ana abrochire. Wo pese we see wo fie, office, school ana edai biara wo pe. Obi aye 419 pen. Kai say ebusuafo ni namfofuo betimi edi ohuamo. Nanso mema nei how ya di wona wo makodel mo e wo dansie mu beba abesi wo dan na mawo sele ya wo pe ne pepepe na wonim bibi eya ne nyina no no ye betimi ahwe wo dan no so amawo esiesie mo abo ho ban amawo abra wo ne ho se wo pe cheche mu bia fa no ma na eda o TV nani no na frɛ yen.
The heat is everywhere. We are all tired and drained. Our faces are weary. The day feels endless, and life feels heavy. Then it happens. In a world that never stops, discover the refreshments that wakes you up. One sip and everything changes. Wake up with pure hydration. This is Cadwell. Great taste, truly satisfying.
Purify my heart. Let me be.
Eradin shira wo Yesu Kristo demo. Wakwa Paul Kofi Odro ena meka say frem osofo gidigidi wate. Tie Erade bie kwan de ato ho se efira nopa. Hana eba ompa ye na Erade tie. No the Samuel ebai. Tie Erade amaya kwanya se fie da bia ye ntwe nanim ne ompa ye. Empa ye gidigidi. Enemy shout Taifa Johnson. Refiner Chapel International Auditorium. Taifa Johnson. So do Taifa Johnson. Baby, a ton spare personal. Messi baby, a ton spare personal kasa. For spare pass for an animal. Net 2 medica FF is sunny. Bones am a somebody is your Refiner Chapel International. And mean share fear be a 7:30. Messi a fear no pa. A 7:30. Ever then found I will use you. Amen.
Refiner's fire.
All right, welcome back once again to the program. And this is your agenda. This is our agenda live on Off TV. We are also very active, very blinking active on our Facebook. We are also active on YouTube. Now, a woman sent a message, even though the nurses are gone, but I would like to read it. It says that, please, I didn't take my boy to take his last injection when he was 1 year, 6 months. But now he is 3 years, 7 months now. So can I take him for the injection? Yes, I am not a nurse, but what I can tell you, all right, honestly, is that mommy, please let Unai able to, Mr. Faubano, you said already 3 years, 7 months. Fano, why? Go with her or him, your son, to the facility, and he will be taken care of. I can promise you that he will be taken very good care of, so that we won't have any problems when he keeps growing up. Okay, so go there to the facility. I promise you to take care of him for you. Thank you. But next time, please text the message earlier, send it earlier, so that we can work on it before the nurses leave here. Remember, we are working with time. Okay. Thank you for watching Off TV. Keep watching Off TV. And now we are back here, but we are sponsored by Refiners Chapel International. This is a mega church located at Taifa Junction. And tomorrow we are not going to run this program because we have to pray. When you work, you have to take a break, pray to your God. Remember, prayer moves mountains. So tomorrow, Refiners Chapel International, led by Apostle Paul Kofi Odro, our Papa. I call him the Apostle General. We are going to pray here 9 a.m. So I urge you, I advise you to come here so that we pray. Tomorrow is not for any church like I am Presby, I am Pentecost, I am here and here. No. Let us all converge in here and pray to our dear Lord, and prayers will be answered. We are Refiner Chapel International at Taifa Junction. Now, we also sponsored by Aqua Wera Aquawara. You see, whenever I sit here, I talk plenty. I talk like, I rattle like, or rant like that of the parrot. But I drink water. I drink water, lots of water to keep me moving and to keep my throat smooth for you to hear me properly. Now this is the water. It is called Aquawara. This water is properly, naturally refined and properly treated, and very nice to drink. If you don't want to fall sick, diarrhea or cholera, don't go and drink any other water. Drink Aquawara. Locate Aquawara at Pokwasi Catapult Road. Pokwasi Catapult Road. Call them on 0244 116477. 0244-116477 or on 0245-067060. I take it again, 0245-067060. And then we also sponsored by Usela Enterprise. Remember, I've been telling you always, even though we are not facing any doomsday or experiencing any form of outages, remember that our Kosombo Dam is powered by generators. The turbines turning are powered by what generators, and those generators may run down or may run out of fuel. Now we also using thermal plants. Those thermal plants are powered by fuel or gas, and those machines can run down or break down. We also have in car power. This car power are also run or powered by what? Generators or machines. And these machines, the car power itself is a complete machine to itself on a ship, right? So if they can break down at any point in time where you experience power outage anytime, every second, all right? So I am advising you to call Usela Enterprise for your generator, for your homes, for your companies, your industries, your offices on 0248-169-258. I call again, 0248-169-258. Locate Usela Enterprise at East Legon at Jiringano, to be precise. Remember, their generators are very, very affordable and can suit your pocket. Now, lastly, we also sponsored by Fufu Boutique. Yes, if you want to enjoy fufu for lunch this morning or this afternoon, Fufu Boutique is there to supply you with very sumptuous, delicious, fantastic fufu. Homemade fufu, right? And homemade banku with tilapia, all right? So if you want to eat fufu this afternoon, and their food is not like that, like I said yesterday, their abenkwine or their palm nut soup is not like yedi dye, hair dye, yombo egumuno. No, this one is proper abenkwine palm nuts that is used to prepare this, and very sumptuous. So call Fufu Boutique on 0241-935-3381. I call again, 0241-935-3381, or better still on 0544-971-496. I take that again, 0544-971-496. Call Fufu Boutique. They will attend to you. But locate them. If you want to drive there or take a car and go there, locate Fufu Boutique at Labadi, opposite Ajiman Police Station. Just go to Labadi and ask Ajiman Police Station. They are just opposite Ajiman Police Station. Here, we are back again, and here is where we begin the main discussion. And I want you to be part of this discussion. I want you to be a part and parcel of this conversation. And so we call on you to pick the number on the screen, 0543-874010, 0543-874010, and send me your SMS message or your WhatsApp message. And on Facebook as well, we are active there. You can send your comment, and I will be kind enough to read to the world to hear. Now, today, what are we looking at? Now, President, but even before I go there, President launched infrastructure plan yesterday, and we are looking at 1D, 1F, if it is stalled or scrapped completely, because yesterday, after you marking the leader of, they say we should call them mighty minority, was ranting about 1D, 1F, and was also ranting about LGBTQ+++. I am particular about the LGBTQ+ because I am not happy with him, because Afenyo Makin is a very good, very nice politician, and a very good leader there in the Parliament House, leading the 87 members of Parliament on the ticket of the NPP, New Patriotic Party. But this man was in the same Parliament House. Honorable Afenyo Makin, right? I hear you speak a little away. Senye Egbe, Njia. You were in Parliament, and you were actually a member, part of former President Akufo-Addo's presidency. This bill you are talking about, ranting about yesterday, shouting over the roof. You were there when the bill went through the processes, first reading, second reading, third reading in Parliament. Debates were actually performed over the bill. And then consideration process was also actualized. You were there. Now, after the consideration process, the bill was actually passed and approved by you in Parliament. Then you were in majority, even though it was a hang Parliament then. The 8th Parliament was a hang what? Parliament. But you were in the majority because your party was in government or is in power. Right? Now, when the bill was passed and approved by legislature, you took the bill to the presidency of Akufo-Addo, the Jubilee House, to assent to. The man, Akufo-Addo president, former president, never assented to the bill. And remember, now viewers, I want to educate you this morning. When the bill is passed into law, the bill until it becomes a law, it takes only the executive, that is the president, right? So Akufo-Addo was the president then, all right? It takes only the president to assent to that bill. And assenting to it means sign, just look through and sign. Immediately he signs, that bill ceases to be a bill and becomes what? A law. But this man never signed or assented to that bill to become a law. So that if you want to practice a man-to-man marriage, you want to practice woman-to-woman affair, you want to practice, I am married to a tree. Are you serious? You are married to a tree. You are married to an animal. You are a human being. You are married to an animal. So what would a goat and a goat do? You are married. You are a dog. A dog and a dog. What would they do? So that law would have to prevent people who are involved in such. How would I even call it? Such outrageous acts. All right, maybe punish them when they are found in that act. But the man, President Akufo-Addo, never assented to it. Right, so it never became a law. Now, just 3 days ago, it was reintroduced in Parliament. And what happens is that the education is that if a regime fails to assent to a bill, a president fails to assent to a bill, and that bill is still in his office until he leaves office, that bill it is nullified. Completely what? Nullified. That means trim. It's a ban for the new president can never sign or assent to it unless the bill is now reintroduced to Parliament, right? It goes through the process of first reading, second reading, third reading, and consideration and approval, passage and what? Approval. So what is going to happen now is that the LGBTQ bill is no more a bill. Okay, it is no more what it is. And it has to be reintroduced. It has to be debated upon. Readings will happen. Passage will happen. Then consideration. When it is considered, then it will be approved again. Then, that is when John Dramani Mahama, the president of today, can assent to that bill to become a law. So you, Afenyo Honorable Makin, shouting over the top of the roof here and there, yesterday, please calm down, because we know, even though we know you were a leader, the thing started when you were in power. You never forced your boss, the President Akufo-Addo, to assent to that bill. You were there. You were doing your own things as a leader of the majority then, even though it was a hung parliament. So I'm just advising you. You are my father, or you are my brother. You relax. Let parliament do its work and stop shouting. It will not help you. Shouting doesn't mean you are a good leader. No. To be seen always or trending always doesn't mean you are a good leader. Okay, whip your people together and devoid running away from parliament, right? Staging a walkout from parliament. Devoid it. Let us build the country together. This is what I have for you this morning. I have for you marking from me, myself, Franklin Cadwell. Now, this morning I have with me Victoria Ansaku. Am I correct? Anseku. Oh, okay. Anseku. Thank you. My name is Victoria Anseku, and she is communications team member on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party. And we also invited Odisha Kofi Daku. He is communications team member on the ticket of the new National Democratic Congress. But Auntie Victoria Anseku, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you, my love.
How are you doing?
By His grace.
Great.
And you?
I'm doing well. But the name Anseku.
Yeah.
Where is it from?
It's Equiapem.
Equiapem?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I'm a Votarian.
You're a Votarian?
Yeah. So I'm married to Equiapem.
Okay.
My husband is an Equiapem.
Okay, I get it now. So the Anseku is your husband?
Mrs. Yeah.
Okay, so you, let's have a baby there. You must say, you know, all right, but you're looking great this morning.
Thank you. You're also looking great.
Thank you. I hope your husband saw you before you came.
Yes, please.
Or you had to?
No.
Okay.
I passed through the right channel. Yeah.
We thank God for that. Right. You are on the ticket of the NPP.
Yes, my lord.
Which constituency are you from? Are you in?
I'm from Trouble.
Trouble? Oh,
yeah.
Here, no.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Your MP is
Honorable
Gloria Usu. Yeah. How is she?
By His grace, she's fine.
She's fine.
Yeah, and she's doing marvelous work at the parliament.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's doing great.
Has she said anything in parliament since she went
there? A
lot.
Yeah.
Okay. And in the constituency, then Yamana what shall I say? Gloria Usu.
Okay. For start, me fa kwenya we so achia me penny for constituency executives, me member of parliament, Madam Gloria Usu.
Yeah.
Obo edwuma pa. Senya na o meye MP kra no no obo edwuma dada.
Okay.
Na sesi a wa be ye MP so de ye hu. Recently ya kra wa ye wa koma school for yomko. O macho BC yomko SS.
Yeah.
Omo trunks,
many mattress. Last year,
last year or this year was a juma wafaton who say or pese oboa omoa ebia omatrona omunima decha so na ebia 1 or 2 binti omunti menko na odone saka kro betimi a stretch towards them no na odi aboa wo say we betimi akomani nti oye niam abebe pa
after Moses enim no ojidi se obeboa mu Gloria Usu
obeboa ye pa
constituency no
obeboa ye hwe dia wa start a wo ye within 10 months yi kura wa be e say obeboa ye na say so cross the nkofo etu kwan we nya sa akwenya no ne Chinese embassy bi eye ejuma odi omu Russia
okay
okoye ejuma okoye okosua de ne asa etua uka iti ya kwenya kese
osua de ne
asa etua uka bebi a obeda de a obedi ne nyina ye free
okay
eyo no ana afa ato ne hoso se obeye iti ye hwe de oye na eche se obeti na
like omusua de omuko school no
yeah omuko
so omusan etua
uka
if you ono ani we
ono ani confess
wow oh Auntie Gloria ene obo humodin koso na yema na trouble abre after edi market trouble ni amasama no as trouble yaka nsemu bi amasama so enko ye but as amasama ekoso rakra na trouble e form akranti wa badia
yeah picture
wa badia Auntie Gloria mean say we hard working bomodiana trouble and funny to my pa enfra the first time ni mi boa when say first time ni dia so Kenya hu ye na me manu say manu so etumi ye echi manu and I answer am
sani can
so to be echi
etimi what men can do women can do better
I hear that All right, so she's Victoria Anseku, and she's on the ticket of the NPP. Now, I heard yesterday and saw in the news that John Dramani Mahama Wako launched, what is the name? A Ghana infrastructure plan, all right? A 30-year strategic blueprint designed to guide the nation's infrastructure development and end the cycle of abandoned and politicized projects. Now, this news, it was 1963. What do you It was 1963, and or surgical doctor Kwame Nkrumah now or president, no, or launchy and answer or initiate what is called a 7-year development plan, 1963 to 1970 for roads and other sectors of the economy. Now, see, Amiti say John Dramani Mahama, aye bibisano, etude.
Yo.
Auntie.
Victoria.
With the Cadwell. Cadwell.
What's
your friend Franklin?
Franklin.
Yeah.
I would prefer that one.
Very well.
Oh, okay. Me know abema. Me da sene akwenya wo de amami. Said ya me kan ye no. Me de eno a mete send ya wote ye na me so mete ba with my perceptions ne me nim die mu no. Kana me hu ni se ehu nheda hia sa.
Ehu hia.
Development plan. Ni ma bebe wo na we senka government no. Ehwe no ye hu eju.
Beti na okasa hu hia.
Okay. Ye hwe bibi ti say 1D 1F. O kan wasem so pese. Wotwam.
O kan so betwam de.
Waka ena waye. It has been cancer is any hobby. Ni twam.
Okay.
Na ejuma wo ho. O bonto ana o koba nyina na na die nyina ne say obema mmebu na ejuma because ejuma eni ho. O me hu say past government no yera former president Ekufuado ene na ama o ma ntimi ama mmebu na ejuma o ma anye ejuma bia o de o me hu say president a oba ya ne timi ye den pa na Ekufuado ni timi ye den pa na Ekufuado nti na ne center nyina na oye nyina ye creating of jobs mo ka 24-hour economy say ka oba be create aye be ko shift ni those things odi ejuma be di nkofo be keka omo wo ho dada ne ho odi nkofo be ba ko keka wo mo ama oma ye bebre no metimi aye den ejuma ba ko anka nipa ba ko betimi aye no obe ne nipa miensa e wo the same sector wo na say wa create jobs no nipa nya ejuma aye na wo ba aye na Ghana fo hwe no so eto aba ma na wo ba aye ye di nim say ja senya wo ka sa oba be ye nyoma nka buy within 10 months idi at least was say etiminya single factory bia ye ejuma and start employing growth but start now aye kwakonya 1 year ye hu policy bia ana say ejuma bia mama ya ye ejuma sisia e ka say enikutu growth na mo mobile no mo aye ya enikutu o mo ana say o mo wa ejuma mo no yi mo medi ena 1D 1F na yera na Ekufuado ene na ban eso o masene e mo mata ba mu etreye na nka nipa no e bia otimi fa nipa ba 100 na wetria ne kana 100 no but yera na ado eso na se e ma na ta ba mu treye ntim otimi fa nipa ba e bia 2000 wa create job no ye private sectors na omo ye adwuma o ba ye no ye nim se nka e bia ne aye papa ye ya anko ye e bia wentimi so na se mo nti nipa no fa ye ne ba fo ka wo be hye ne kina na ka wa ma na taba ni atremo na wetimi afa nipa dodo aye youth no metimi aye adwuma wo sa private sectors no wo se de bi na mo forget ye no na wa concentrate on your own administration I was with the ban which is infrastructure no aye 24-hour economy no na we gu we no na se bio se yesi akokra so to gu ena dodo so we ense nkwan so ntin kan no wo ho no na se wo de wo kra wo enso eno ase a eno wo ho na nka wo so ye de e bi e wo de ne ye de e ka ho ye de ye nya baako ne ye nyi baako ka ho aye mienu weifa we na weifa we na ka ye kɔ ye ni but wo de wo se dawo e na wakɔ ye lanche wo de ntimi de me hu ni say NDC phone they are scammers.
They are scammers.
Yes.
Asana obeka scammers you said say we yi bi mwedi.
Yeah.
Chief Justice, former Chief Justice as someone okay and say we yi bi mwedi
like me ba chawo we dey me nka ne bebe because you are into it. What say and anya me na me ba beka. Unim se na ekɔ bai wo amemu a ye papa Mr. President John Dramani Mahama Ebu
no yeah.
Say wo otibia because you people are into it. Yeah, they say ye techre ni ehwe bi keke.
Now so mo na money to emu. Ye fifi mo na money to.
Ye ni to na mo fifi. Yeah, asemu. Nti no ye nim ne ekoso. Ne comfort we ni ye na di. Yes, ye friends and nurses for ye form kra. Aye ni kuti o ma ye mo ma yi. Oba is obesake o mo nyina. Obesake teachers nurses ni nyina. Say o man for the right channel. What are the right channels? They have been recruited already. They are more appointments in data. So why do you sack them?
Did they actually sack them?
They sack them.
Nurses?
Yes.
Are they not those who are craving for their monies? 10 months salaries, allowances?
Okay.
Very well. But say bia was sacking or more bia infractions.
How say you before bia because they are not his party.
Oh, onim say
and enye ono so mbere so ne fa wo munti na che say ye be fra ba mu na ye nukuti o munti ne to so
asem na waka no ye be fi aban mu na ye nukuti o ade nti na politicians mu twen aka 1 month 2 month na ye be fi aban mu na mo asesa kofo egum se no aba ne sa say bia wa fa kwan papa so nti na o yes ade
enye ne science eye because of political ambition maybe nti na o yes ade na je say ye be fi aban ma ye nukuti o munti na o yes enye no ntia ba bia sa tam na ye process no sa tam na process it me end ye eme de fa wo mu how will you know nti no wanye ni nti na che say ye papa say o jai 1D 1F no which is one district one factory project na to wo a won nya ho hwi biem na ono akọ lanche ono ne de ne
development plan
ni hu ni say oni Ghana for end ni ye oni Ghana for the internet say no mo no mo was sector ho na ye adwuma no I was so on so massive no say me private sector na me wo e na e bia ban dada so me mu e ma me fankofo bebre na wo say we so me mu bioma say I will leave them off workers na me fa wo no me ja wo mo amo mako na say obi maame obi papa obi nua obi kunu na adwuma e ba be bo no obekotena fie.
But as a politician mo pai sade we here me a politician and I mean the NDC me MPP me management who say SWAL administration Akufo-Addo die obaye ebegu banks nipam pimpim na ihwe adwuma and we so aba na we hu infractions and we yin krofo afi afi mu push blame ekoto ne so
ye push blame
na ye fa no kre embu man ko
ye de no kre ebu man egina ne ento abona na wo obo no ye omo ponto abono they said a lot omo kanyema bebre kire se ene ne yakwanka ne sa me pacho member we ne so sa GT LBGT we wo kan wasem ya na wo kan won sa wa kan sem bebre afa ho say it was our time and nobody at the end of the buy and our mighty minority leader was part of it.
You are still saying mighty.
Oh, that one there is for sure. And I say
we are mighty.
We are
mighty.
Strong.
So
what I say? It's no na niya me pese me kire wo ho ne say na omo ye no they say oba nne and they obe sign bill. That was their message. But now wo kire say law be back parliament. Na say abiding free so na nsan ya it's not a law again.
There's no more, it will never be signed.
So don't they know? By then don't they know? No munimana. Na yera John Dramani Mahama any na ban no munim say ye free so na e wo ho a enye law bi mana. Yes. They know, but their message was when they come they are signing it. That was the reason why your demands on here there. Emma, a lot of things are almost kind, you know. They say we are no good. My who say, you ran another ni, you ran Dr. Mahmoud Bawoya. You wicked. Government a buy up. You wicked day and another. That was what they told us. Kind. And a man Ghana 4 years. The almost media. So don't they know say that thing will never be law again and pass through another process. Will take time before they will sign. So when we are talking now,
politicians say among say young team mu for young to abama young team campaign. I say you because as in a muye nada fubisa fache me dey say be the way that nada bisa
enye dada me can say eye dada say a way of telling people to hear what you want. You want to do.
They want to hear.
They want to hear. And what you do. And no, but and in a way, say,
no, but only say, Uba. See, you send an okay. Only say, Uba, loan. See, I bill.
I bill.
Uba from when you deal with me a sign. But who can I say, Uba over sign? I am not done.
And I know Chelsea was coming, mono. And until I make say the as coming, so
I would never use it.
Okay. I'm sorry, Marty.
Yeah.
Not just only another for, and I'm going to say, send a local semi can.
Politicians, a Mudodona,
and another for you. It's not a no, Ghana for Semuni say, I didn't want to mean signing it. Now, to say, oh, can you, mamma? I had dinner, mamma, I did, and you say, you're don't the money, mamma. Then I'll buy bar and can you money move back? Then you move bomb on 20 and then can you money move a day.
Now, same mamma, we are day.
And your mamma, your day to see at all. At all, say, you womb, and your cry, Miss Emiton, my dear, near market woman. I'm a cojo, me bake, my cojo maba.
But say, near Mako,
near Mano for Mana, near Mano, never is and one and more. Miss Annie Maka Candy Abafum. But I say, I say, near Manaba from Kayantadi.
Oh, really?
Yantadi.
Okay.
Yantadi.
There's kind of any system.
I don't know, says she can any go. And then I have from Pono, Yanto. It's not no boy, then you your party, chase I have.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know more politicians again, yet again. Yet the inquiry, ye, will be dear, enye. That's in a more can say, yeah, the inquiry. In Casa, yeah, the inquiry. Osina, a dread ye, Nemo was thrown in a photo. And it is the fact that I make a party. Who social media and so on. People are crying. Okay. Obi said there was one time, let me hear TikTok woman be. Or say those days that na nema boy or ya nice kinky. Ebia 1.5 2 million. Utimi toni na. By na nema ya for no koto e wo from to me 80 cedis. 80 cedis ne kwan ensa from 2 million.
From 2 million to 80 cedis ensa above from. Inti eyede what's the cost?
Okay. Okay. So dear mommy, you are still watching our agenda live on Off TV. We are also live and very active on Facebook. We are also active on YouTube now. So go on YouTube and you find us there. Off TV GH, you are there, and then Off TV Facebook. But traditionally we are live on Off TV. So please, but here we are discussing yesterday. President John Dramani Mahama launched infrastructural plan. All right. A 30-year infrastructural plan, and he's actually added the big push and others. 24-hour economy is also a part of it. And remember, like I said in my introduction, Kwame Nkrumah in 1963 to 1970 actually had a 7-year development plan, and that was when factories were raised and roads were built here and there. And so if John Mahama is also introducing this 30-year development plan, what are its feasibilities and its prospects for the country? Are we going to implement them like we sometimes try to initiate some nice policies and implementing them becomes a problem? That is what for me I am thinking. I am envisaging if it to be properly implemented and followed suit as captured in the what in the infrastructural plan. Now you can send your message on 0543 87 4010. 0543 87 4010. Also send your comments on Facebook as well. But very soon the phone lines will be open and you can also share your views with us. But I actually was saying that we invited an NDC member here, a communication member, and he's Odisha Kofi Dakuba. We've been calling him, he's not been answering. But Auntie, yes, now launch Nasino. The president reiterated, or Sankai said, that the acting chief Justice Boni, had agreed to set up a specialized court to fast track the prosecution of individuals who misappropriate public court funds, as would be highlighted in the Auditor General's report. I remember last week or last week, he went to meet some chief executives and directors of institutions, and he actually was saying that he is going to make sure that people found culpable in infractions during PAC, that is Public Account Committee's report, and then Auditor General's report, he is going to fast track their prosecution so that they go straight to 6 months. What do you say about that?
I know to me, no media, me say a nice idea.
Okay.
A nice idea, say, yes, Ebema sa work your friend is saying, yeah. They will be cautious of what they are doing.
Especially one more day, Juma Kesiano.
Say, Ubeshana, we a Juma Kesia, we were disca. Now we just say, scan omudi. Your boss can be declined to maybe say, anti scan in our. But I quite to say they hide behind the politicians. Now, quite to say politicians and one they are corrupt.
Okay.
I quite to say politicians and one they are corrupt. But they are corrupt in this sectors. No, we are corrupt, Papa. Inti say obvious had anima. And you're free and fair. It shouldn't favor somebody and leave somebody.
Which hands any injustice.
Exactly. Only free and fair. A do one, a do. No one is above the law. It is a shame, you say, Udi for straight, then they now walk up. It's a bit more than human and I careful. They will know how to go about their things, and they will know how to eat big, this, like I say, no, we didn't. Yet, I ain't been with politicians. Now, quite is a politicians of 1 year. They are any
okay.
Go for this country, and they are say, oh, yeah, they are. Onion ye, and only here.
Panini,
baby, it is a sea on starting free. Yes, your bottom free. It is a oh, yeah, they are. Only you who be on starting na a womb. Catas and a proyan, a walk, it's on show. Okay, now onion and yejuma.
Very well. Now, the same at the launch, no. He proposed the establishment of an agro-industrial park in the northern part of the country with incentives to redirect foreign investors from Accra to create jobs and opportunities for the youth in the north. You know, most of the times, you know, I think this initiative, or the 30-year development plan one, in a sense, we have already congested Accra and Kumasi and somehow Takrady. So Okase, he will invite or woo investors from other foreign countries to establish their businesses not in Accra, but in the northern part of Ghana. I think it is a good initiative as part of the 30-year development plan.
That 30-year development plan I can make a baby found. Now, meeting na just say, or per se, or ye, and maybe money that was say, government be banner or ye infrastructure beer. We are buying for now, Uba, Untimi, and Sesano, over to us. I was able to us. I feel no all baby. And when you're not Kakra, should I say, who be implemented? I'm an law. But you have not set an example. What you be there, that one will be guno. Baby, Nimra, a fade. Now then, I will say, Yemra, that one. And can you nice you initiative? Nice. Because it's a high time as we be starting BB. I was say, baby, and son of what you would hear. We now if you was started with day. But what you buy 1D1F in that one, what's it won't continue, you are discontinuing. Now, what discontinue? I think I will be started with day. Now, for Sabe make law. Saying that they are way and Oqua and Ma by the other day. And between now on to us. Osha, I say, oh, boy, abra yesu.
Okay.
I just say, oh, boy, abra yesu. Yeah,
but I only say, Agenda 111, any other initiatives like the SHS, free SHS, say, what you ask on Amibwa?
Oh, to us,
any agenda 111. Papa any?
Oh, to us, but ne papa no e nka ho bebiri.
Okay.
Oh, to us, but ne papa no. And agenda 111. Oh, to us.
La Regional Hospital.
Oh, to us.
Make us say last week.
It's ongoing.
Health Minister, Minta Kando, Echo. Na oma share skebi atu say ometua project.
And no on share no nye. One factory no so. Onhye mu kina maye. Nanka intimi rani ansa cross na wabehwe. The 24-hour good initiative. But oma winning running. Ghana fosu say edwuma eni ho mebunu na ebre eni nti no mode mantle ne man nti onhwe wono nye ehu edwuma maye onhwe wono nye ehu edwuma na onja nyema bi onhwe wo maye.
Okay. You can get involved. All right, you can get involved with the conversation. Like I said earlier, you are part and parcel of this conversation. We are having a tete-a-tete. Join us on this number, 0244. That is the number to call, all right? 0244 217 477. 0244 217 477. That is the number to call and contribute to the program. And we've had few discussions myself. I've run you through what is happening to the LGBTQ whatever plus or LGBTQ bill, and we are now talking about John Dramani Mahama, current president, initiative of launching an infrastructural plan where he has actually initiated a 30-year infrastructural plan where roads are going to be built. Remember, his big push contains lots and lots of what? Roads and also other aspects of the economy. And also 1D1F, is this stored, actually, is this stored or scrapped completely? Is 1D1F, that initiative by the former regime, was it stored, or is it stored or has been scrapped completely by this current administration? That is what we are discussing this morning. And I have with me Madam or Mrs. Victoria Anseku, right? She's communication team member on the ticket of the NPP, and also we invited Odisha Kofi Dakoba. He couldn't make it. He is on the ticket of the NDC. And I want you to be part of the conversation. So the phone lines are activated. JB, I believe the phone line is active. Call on 0244 217 477. I repeat, 0244 217 477. And there is also a number displayed on your screen, and that is having the WhatsApp logo green in color. That is 0543 874010. 0543 874010. That is the number that you can send your WhatsApp text or message or SMS message. 0543 874010. But on the phone line, call me on 0244. All right, 217 477. Let me take that again. 0244 217 477. Call us and tell us where you are calling from, your name, and tell us why you are calling onto this great program. Now, Auntie Victoria. Now, the president, yeah. Okay, there's a caller.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, caller. Good morning.
Yeah, I want to contribute to the program.
Your name and where you are calling from?
I'm calling from Kaswa. My name is Al Hassan.
Your name?
My name is Al Hassan.
Okay, Kaswa. How is Kaswa doing?
Kaswa is good, but sometimes full of debt on the streets.
Okay. So what do you have for us this morning? Let's hear you.
Yeah, my contribution is we are talking of a continuation of any government that comes. What I thought is when a government come and then he look at what the past government is doing, if there is a debt, I don't think he is going to continue. But if there is no debt, of course, he needs to continue. This is what I think every government, when he comes, he should do. So that is my contribution.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. And
thank you very much.
Yes, keep watching Off TV. This program comes your way 9 a.m. Mondays through to Thursdays. It is our agenda. We're always here to serve Mother Ghana and its citizens. You can also call and contribute to the program on 0244 217 477. 0244 217 477. And so, Auntie, I was actually going to ask you this. The 1D1F you were talking about, I want to actually know, is it now stored and I say completely scrapped? I want to know, because you spoke about jobs being lost.
It's just a year free home.
We year free home.
We year free home. Or say, Osha Andra, your friend is saying, maybe.
Okay. Well, information be all.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are still watching our agenda live on Off TV, and then we are also streaming live on Facebook and then YouTube. But we are having a tete-a-tete. You are part of the program, so you can as well, okay, call in on 0244 217 477. But I was saying that the LG or LBTQ, let me get the name right, okay, because it entails a lot of what is it? A lot of abbreviations and LGBTQ ++ queer. We understand there's also something called queer. I don't even know what that queer is, but you know something? The L stands for lesbian, the G stands for gay, and B stands for bi something. All right. All right. So bisexual rate. Bisexual, whatever. You know, I don't want to mention. And people who would want to transgender, all right, want to become a man when you are a woman. Want to become a woman when you are a man, all right. All this is what Ghana, especially African, we do not want to practice. How can a man say I'm going to marry a man? How can a woman say I'm going to marry? I see, forgive me this morning, I see dogs, I see goats, and I see a dog and a dog woman, let me put it that way for you to understand. A dog girlfriend and a dog boyfriend mating. I've never seen a dog boyfriend and a dog boyfriend mating. Neither have I ever seen a dog girlfriend mating. That is out of the hook. Now, good morning, caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Yes. Your name and where you are calling from? Okay, Pacho. Mami feedback. Enti chunfu TV set no ana lower volume no kra, doom volume no kra. Na nkasa enfa phone. Why is my idea? Yenti o, udin be bia free fee. Hello, good morning once again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pacho. Ghana hankasa minim de e wokro we mu. Aban bia bana se obey bibia aban foforo bia ba on person obeto aso.
Yeti o. Mi so mi ha opa yeti o.
Aban foforo bia ba on person obeto aso na ade na kada ho. Your national anthem ya bona. I promise for my honor to be faithful and loyal to Ghana, my motherland. I pledge myself to the service of Ghana.
Yes.
With all my strength and with all my heart, I promise to hold you high and stay our heritage one for us through the blood and toil of our fathers, and I pledge myself in all things to uphold and defend the good name of Ghana.
Thumbs up.
This is I didn't know a year ago.
Thumbs up.
The better no man to my yam in Yatnatram.
That's it. Share off TV. And this program about it comes your way Mondays 9 a.m. to Thursdays 9 a.m. and we want you to be part of the program, and so you can call in on 0244-217-477 0244-217-477. Okay, so I'm here with Auntie Victoria. You want to say something?
Okay, back to your question.
Yeah.
That the 1D1F has been strapped off or what?
Yeah.
It is true. Look, the One District, One Factory program, launched in 2017, has been officially discontinued by the Ghana government.
So the
Minister of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Elizabeth Ofosu Ajeri.
Okay.
She announced it.
All right. So meaning it is not going to be continued?
Never.
Okay.
I don't know the reason.
I see. Which is why I heard after you marking leader of the mighty minority.
Yes, please.
Ranting. So now he's not ranting. Yes. He's actually facing facts.
Yes.
And so it means the 1D1F is being discontinued. But by my search, it is true it has been scrapped. And I was just pulling her leg to see what she will actually say. But if it is true that it has been scrapped, please, this is manual. I've been saying here that when I sit behind a TV set and I am watching the news, right, and I see students, not even students who are mature, students who are toddlers, who are learning to walk, who are now growing up, all right, lying flat on their stomachs on the floor, writing, right, and some sitting on blocks that we use for building, and some also sitting under trees to learn, and some having education or learning procedure or process in deplorable rooms or classrooms. Please, I sometimes clinch, right? But we waste money on these things. Please, if you are watching me, you are a leader of this country. You are part of decision makers of this country. Please, tell the president that the 1D1F, sorry, One District, One Factory should be what? Continued. Some factories got to a point of completion. Some are at whatever levels of what completion. Please take them, make sure you find money, and continue from where they left. Because jobs here, people are not having jobs, which is why, even though we are fighting, I'm saying yes, still, as I speak, people are there mining illegally. All right, so please let's do this to help ourselves. Now, once again, you can call on 0244-217-477, 0244-217-477. Auntie, yes, you wanted to add more.
Now, say if I say they should continue those their ABA Fina or Moya Enry, you know, and you know, one way if you the A Juman.
The A Juman.
The A Juman.
Okay.
Because the A Jumana, and Kawasa or so massy. Say Nipani A Juman. First, not ye abindada, Nana do that Quakufuado. Na oso mase ena emo mataba emu e tray emo mutimi fa nkofo se si a wo se won nye bio media na chese enya de osa akoso sa nkofo na se bio sa factory na eye adwuma no enya de okoso ma se bio menya sure so okoso ma se bio
na so wa ma stop there
na chese on so ma se bio
na chese own no more government private own
me sansha se bio international na honde entimi sa nkrofo na o form ewo abandada no empress tama oso ma se na chese o lay omo off ni workers no obele omo nyina off na chese adwuma na no wo sei no so ba ye wo bonto asa wo pese wo ma ye adwuma nti adwuma na wo ma ye na bi ni ana asensebe.
I wanted to ask, so was scrapping, which is what I have here, and so jobs have been what? Lost. Now I want to ask, does it mean this current regime, they don't care about the private sector?
They don't care.
Is that what you may want to?
Yeah, they don't care.
Okay.
They don't care.
All right. Now, so on 217-477, 0244-217-477. Now, maybe I'll change back to this LGBTQ plus and whatever. It's a they call parliament beam, but there may be almost there may be as a crime. I say I few. And yesterday, after you marking, the leader of the minority in parliament was actually high on his high horse and was fighting against that. And what do you have to say? This law, you are a member of this country, you are a citizen of this country. Do we have to let it go and I say, pass it and find punishment for those who be involved in this?
And kaya hukra o hwe a memo na ye ntina na ma me fa wentwem saa de we eni ntina na ne ye prese enka ye de ya papa Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia ebeba because eye na chiri wade kra eye chiri wade de mankramufu ntinka saa de we nka nya afi na nka emfa ye nduru ampo nka emfa ye nduru ha because eye na chiri wade ne Nyankopon de ne ba for because of saa de we
but only say ye etwin Dr. Bawumia sana
enye se ye twin
sana
na
o se no your vice president
no your vice president no your president no your vice president no your president
that's all they know
there be no dey no we should be asking
but some decisions be over
you can
I can take it personally
but
without the consent of my boss
and no you're different but you will be what take you have to seek consent na so ko seek consent na you have about we betimi abeye maybe so betimi abeye ebeye den
okay
ebeye den what you say ebeye den it na ye patch ni ye plead senka Ghana for be hu nipa mo for yankasa ye yo for nema bi say nti enanka ye demand for ne ma ya papa ene nka nya fe na nka ye ndru hampo ite ye chirwade de mai
I see
enka ye hu kra ye chirwade kra Bible mkra
apart from say ye chirwade sana ye kanu ye abomination to the country no do you think me jidi say where the politics say right do you think say the fear of we getting grants, all right, and aids from IMF, the World Bank, and you see a fear in your former president, one fan is Sankakra, and I say, and you see a fear in your current administration, on person we are dilly dally. Okay, Obi online is answer number one. Hello, good morning. Yes, your name and where you are calling from?
Hello?
Yes, me too. What do you mean?
Yes, my name is Babangida.
Okay, Babangida, Bajapu Mokode.
I don't know.
Okay, my name is Frefi Abeka. I want to say.
Yes, I'm here to contribute on your program.
Go ahead.
Many about no Michiano and a Michia or share off TV. No coupon and share more so and coso and share off TV.
Yeah, that's it.
And I said the host also or bond like all year again, no coupon and share. In fact, program I'm idea said we will be like you educated Ghanaians, and may Almighty God help this station and then the church the church and then the pastors and everyone attending the church.
Amen.
But my disturb is that when you go to my even hometown Prime, we have this cassava, this starch factory.
Okay.
And I can tell you, it's 85% completed.
85?
Complete. The cassava starch factory in Prime. That's true. That's true. PRA engine Prime. Yes. When you go there, we have cassava starch factory. 85% under His Excellency Nana Abudan Kwakufadu. But under the moment 10 months now, that factory has been abandoned. You know, but when it comes to this LGBT
LGBTQ plus,
you know, His Excellency former vice president. So over Kaya, even what's the name? When at this cabinet meeting, when e-levy, before they introduced e-levy, His Excellency Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was against the introduction of e-levy. But because one year president, because one year president, the majority will carry the vote. Because one person. And it came to a point that even the National Woman Organizer came on one of your sister stations to confirm that His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, when this e-levy was coming on, he was against that e-levy. This is the president this is the man that we the NPP are bringing him, whether NDC like it or not. And that is the savior of this country, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, LGBTQ, when he said Sam George, he took this LGBT issue as personal, lambasting from Nana Abdullah Kwakufu up to the messenger in NPP. Yet, when his government is in power, Sam George has kept mute as if he never know the existence of LGBTQ. So this is what we are talking about. Some more opposition, no more kasa, power no yadamamu. And mind you, Mr. Host, and now more majority, even more than majority in parliament, said there's no need of even debating. And one say a passive. And what is keeping them? You see, we are telling Ghanaians, and then we can't say we buy a coast school not so 300 million. No matter the grade on ya, and then Galamse, Echo Bibia, Sebi Minu, Yamayan Timi. And then we know because I would put electricity 50 Ghana and the would be even 4 days. And this is what we are talking about. And now almost dollar no sabi ye defeat waha. Would you dollar your campaign now? So dollar no cry you want to not affecting me babangida mi botoma. And governor wants to cry because I affecting me bottom. This is what we are talking about. And then when you come to health insurance, and now hospital health insurance and that this Jomama and NDC government. And yes, Ghanaians, you're doing, but I dear Mushano, and not to see Jomama dear Fasono. And then be you see, one more 10 months. Your mama can say even 4 months, you can even solve the Galamsey. And then more than 1 year, Galamsey is more than what he came and inherit. And she said, Daniel said, Obia for now the end to form. They are more parents, so Emma, your mama, any and this Ghana, Yamin Shramo.
Yamin Shramo, so Alain Shrao and Alain Shrao Abeka for you now. But actually, the Communications Minister Sam George, any Reverend Intim Fojo, almost reintroduce the LGBTQ law, a bill, no, ex-anchor parliament. And the Ashenia, I will continue. No one will go and send me so. But answer now, over to me a friend on 0244 217 477 0244 217 477. So, is it a fear of IMF, by World Bank, any other places in this country? Yes, who say work on this bill?
Santa, make us say no cray.
And no cray.
Okay. Because ABA which was also signing. Yes, on a sini bill. So what I say? I
sini so na me pese media to no and rana make us say ye will be bia.
Enti and I was say no. Ye hwe yede ye niema etoto akwa mu yi. Na yede ni papa. obetimi ayi saa fie no a ye fie no se obi nso ya se no efiri ho no
okay
so se ye de ya papa Dr. Mahmoud Bawo ya ba
but se nipa sebi nipa ye onkofa obi obeso ya si aba no ye onkofa ne mbra no sa IMF mo na mo de enkoye NPP na de enkoye
ye de ne ko IMF tamana NDC free abem anytime ye ba no e ba ne se ne ma ye ko ya me IMF no they live a debt na ka da ho na nye ka keto e na ye be yes ade ne di twetwa sa aka ne nyina
but you say na NDC wa IMF e na mo be yi fi o ye be yi discontinue and check e na mo sankoye
exactly because of say debt na eso nti yi fi ho na ye twetwa wie ye no na wo say yes aye de e ko na ye de ye niema e wo say ye de ye nti taxes ni niema na ye tete na ye hwe ni ye de ye niema e wo say ye de ye no eno na Ghana for say o mompe
I see
and NDC gina so de ye campaign but na ni we fi say e tax and na ye de bumai obayi o se we yi betting tax eyi ho ye free ho no o wie no implement tax say na we de abasisi ya me first me ntwa bet nti enka me man ko se ni sika enka me but say me ye de me ba mafaka se me waka kra me tofu nti ye de ye be ka me e ka me first o twa bet me sure
they say no me ni ma de FN bet
so what you say nti na e ka
baby
enka
okay
enka
atwase
so what but buy no be ye no free ho e na o de foforo ye de e ba e ka fa ye nyina
1 cedi on every liter of
every
fuel
liter nti say what 10 liter hey
go to 10 cedis
Jesus
I see
anka we say ne your friend is 1,000
and
I'll bet you say
10 cedis
it's mama
I see
mama ye hwe ne
all right
ne ye na abamu idie
all right
enkoyi
okay me to me can say be ekoya na say koyi because nyina ye wom ekoya yetim ankoya yetim enti paibo na yebebo say sebi adwin papa beba me mo menye anka yenyo bi say Kwame Nkrumah onim say Kwame Nkrumah na start this initiative and we so beso enti your last words yeko
your
final words
my final words Mr. Ganafo
na uchia
na mechia ahwefo ne
Auntie Gloria ne
me constituency mpenyifo me former MC Honorable Simon Sechi
but your answer now bechia call back. Hello, good morning caller.
Hello, good afternoon.
Morning still. How are you?
Hello.
Yes, Bacho, how are you doing?
Bacho, good afternoon. Me kasa free awoshi.
Awoshi, uding.
Me kwacho me de Fred.
Fred, ain't you?
Program na mo na fame. Unim se mo ka tax no. E ho hia me pa. Tax na woman e kanu. Atwe ma adwen sin bi so pa because I was 1,000 near 10 cedi. Now to 4. Na say auto 1 liter na to 1 chale na say akwai ti say oh asa mo de adwen bi ti agro. Fine politicians omunina enyewo the politicians omunina anye but obi a ono ba ono kase ne yonko nye ntino me be ni ye na so no ba na wo yesi a wo nesi inside di pano me policy ni say enka me we nya the kwa sana me teme yo man ba me nyankofo na fu mi MPP fu mi NDC deputy and we are there support no ba o check ana me sa ko me tika kana me hwe MPP ne ma bi kakra ana me sa ya da o mo kakra ne je ya ka bi policy a o man mu NDC fa policy ma da ni MPP ne o bi NDC no but ne ahaya me ba me papa e fu NDC ne team wo fi but me ka se mo a e ka fact and I can me do ya also neka. So o bana o katem so we betting tax and boys try bet pa. Why are they so way? Enti boys we do echi. Na mayi sa mobile money tax dey mayi. Now the way tax no bana we ya. Gana me mama na ka se wasa ka say no short memory. Me dey wananka o ba me say mama first na ne ma nya no ko e. Wa ba na kwase sa
a be ne nyama yi but still no ene ma ne sheda nyi masa ti omo hwe omo nyama yi da si bebre man ka say yesu amofa ncheme
yeah, that's a Fred everywhere awoshi we are grateful awoshi for you now we greet you people and keep watching Off TV. It comes your way Mondays through to Thursdays 9 a.m. and policy do we actually believe saying this for policy
I
believe
Mami ba
I won't be mentioning here. But you go ahead
policy no I'm for policy be am
go ahead
okay ntina mechia honorable Simon Sechi maybe I will be na me constituency youth organizer or pray for organizer mechia no me bompa ise nya me be adom na
okay
wa win me member of parliament honorable Gloria Obusu mechia obabi a wo bia edwuma ne de wo bo nti me hye ne den se onkoso ana omo edwuma no se de be ya next 4 years ne be san ba power na osaye MP
you say about that 3 years
okay say aka 3 years nti no by 3 years na osaye MP ya dana se mechia bedwafo nyina na me mama ye nam de so a ene me de abedu afidie we so mechia no mechia communication team members ni nyina nyame enhira mo ne edwuma pa mo ye mo ma ye nkoso ye mmo na NDC for mo ni ne mapapa bi ade magana fo amamu ide as a Robin Peter to people eno mo ye nti mo ma ye hwe ni ye na next year ye ba na ne ye nto abapa na delegates a ewo MPP mo so mechia mo nti di otu ahini si ahini fo na 31st January ye kwa akoto abayi ye Frank Atuni enye se 5 ni nyina en qualify omu nyina qualify ye de mo eye but aye bi da wo ho a yensa ho kofania obeye danti yento abane ma ye papa Dr. Mamudu Baumia na ontimi betu Frank
yeah that's it now I want to say I'm also a citizen and I vote I'm an electorate now if you want to vote like me bra Fred if you are share kind if the person comes to you listen to the policies that are very feasible I repeat the word feasible before you vote. Don't go and say that, oh, yes, no. You join banners, yes, no. Now we are no more going that way. The Gen Z, no, we are no more going that way. So we listen to policy and we look at the policy that are very what? Doable and what? Feasible. Now I had with me Victoria Anseku. She is communications team member on the ticket of the NPP. And we invited Odishia Kufidaku, communications member for the NDC, but he couldn't make it. But I want to say thank you all for all those who sent their comment, those who called in to share their views, and those who actually watched via traditional media, Off TV, and those who watched on social media, YouTube, Facebook. Now, sponsors are Refinery Chapel International. Tomorrow we are praying Paibo Gidi Gidi. So 9 a.m. join us at Taifa Junction for us to pray together. We are also sponsored by Aqua Wera. If you are thirsty, this is the water you call for, Aqua Wera. They don't say you want water, but you say you want Aqua Wera. Aqua Wera, located at Catapult Road, Pokwasi Catapult Road. Call them on 0244-16477. Now, we also sponsored by Usla Enterprise. If you want generator for your homes, a mini one for your homes, for your companies, your factories, your industries, call Usla Enterprise on 0248-169-258. 0248-169-258. Locate them at East Legon at Jering Gano. We also sponsored by Fufu Boutique. Upe Fufu Etiapo Uyem Enya Uya Udiwia. Fufu Boutique our Labadi opposite Ajima Police Station. Call them on 0241-935-338. 0241-935-338. Thanks to the executive producer, Paul Kofi Odro, Apostle Paul Kofi Odro, I am grateful. And then also to the crew and production staff, everyone. I can't mention names, lots of us here. I am grateful for holding on to the fort from Monday to today, Thursday. I'm Franklin Cadwell. We have Monday, 9 a.m. Stay tuned.